This video is about the evolution of understanding health, how humans have understood health, and our evolution in understanding it. So, in the past, mostly health was talked about as a physical thing, and the concept of mental health wasn't talked about a lot. So, your bones, your muscles, how you're moving, your immune system, if it's good, you're healthy. And stuff that's going on in your head, don't really talk about that. That's not really that much influencing what's going on in your health. This is the old idea. Then humans evolved and understood more and started to create this idea that there's mental health and physical health, or the health of your head and then the health of the rest of the body. There's mind health and physical health, like two separate worlds. This is the second evolution. And so there's the idea of psychological health and physiological health, and people categorize them as two different worlds, and they might be connected, but they're not sure. This is the kind of game that people are playing. So in the medical model or in the medical system of 2022, they separate the physiological health and psychological health, and they are open to the idea that they might be connected, but most of the time it's a question and they're not sure. And people of the society understand a bit that yes, my mental health and physical health can be connected, but they have no idea how. So then the next evolution of understanding health is nervous system health. So what is the nervous system health? Well, nervous system health is the understanding that the thinking, the sensations, the breath, the movement, the organ function, they're all in an interaction. It's one system. And so the thoughts are all the time influencing the sensations. The sensations are all the time influencing the breath. The breath's all the time influencing the movement. And it goes on and on and on. And how the nervous system is programmed is dictating how the organs are functioning, dictating the hormones, dictating the immune reactions, dictating the pain system, dictating the emotional system. The thinking system is constantly in interaction all the time with the immune system, with the pain system, with the emotional system, with the muscular system. They're all in a relationship all the time, 24/7. And it's just up to you to observe and realize this, to see it already happening now. It's not this intellectual thing, it's actually here and now. You just have to increase your consciousness to see it, to see the breath. And that is what observing different sections of the nervous system does. Bring an awareness to the different parts of this system. Observe breath, observe feelings. So this is the way to understand health. And this is a whole different paradigm and a whole different way to categorize health, a whole different way to see symptoms and cause. So there's no such thing as a question of, does my mind influence these symptoms? It's not a question. It don't make sense from this paradigm level. So the solution to the idea of, is the mind and body influencing each other, is the nervous system. It's the solution. It's the bridge. It's what makes it all become clear. And that's why it's so important to understand health in terms of nervous system. A practical example. If you eat well, what happens? People say, my physical health gets better, and maybe my mental health. If you move better, what people say? My physical health got better, my mental health also got a little bit better. People say, when you do emotional healing work or emotional processing work, people say, your mental health got better. Maybe your physical health gets better, but I don't know. This is the current paradigm of 2022. But in the future, people will start to understand more, and what will happen is they'll start to say, oh, I did eat better, and what happened was the nervous system's functioning got better. I got my nervous system state is higher, and because of that, I think better, I feel better, I breathe better, I move better, I digest better, my hormones are more balanced. This is what happens when the nervous system functions better. And when you move more and eat better, your nervous system functions better. So then comes the question, what happens when you do emotional healing work? Well, your nervous system functions better. Same thing. Your processing emotions changes the nervous system's function a lot. And when the nervous system functions better, you breathe better, you move better, you digest better, your organ function increases, your hormonal function gets more in balance. Processing emotions is a significant part of upgrading the nervous system functioning, just like eating better and moving better. So, this is very simple to understand from this paradigm. But the old paradigm of mental and physical, it's a confusing, so confusing, disempowering. Oh, it's so not tangible, it's abstract. How the hell would doing emotional processing work help my physical health? I don't understand. Because there's no way to explain it. You don't have a language. You don't understand that the nervous system controls the functioning of the rest of the body. So it's impossible. It's always a question, is it influencing me? So there's so much confusion just because of the language. That's why the only way is to create a new language. To create a language is much better. That doesn't create this duality, this like separation. So the future of physiology is that psychology and physiology won't be different. They'll be all in a system of health. And you won't call it mental and physical. You will call it nervous system health. You'll deal with emotional trauma from a different perspective. You'll deal with emotional trauma as a form of health, a form of healing. You'll deal with nutrition as a form of healing, nervous system healing. You'll do exercise better to improve the function of the nervous system, which improves health. So, for example, a way to improve the function of your lungs would be to do emotional healing, would be to do breath work, would be to do movement work, would be to eat better. All this improves the function of your lungs. To deal with some immune issue you have, you would be doing emotional healing work. As part of that, you'll be doing breath work, you'll be doing movement work, you'll be eating different. It's just basics of understanding how to improve immunity. So it's the same for dealing with a pain problem, chronic pain. You would do some movement work, as a lot of people do. You would do some breath work, breathing better, practicing breath, improving in the function of your breath would significantly change and give up a very good chance for your pain to improve. Just like your emotional issues, if you eat better and move better, your emotional system can get better, and you can definitely improve your emotional well-being by doing those two things. So you can help heal emotional traumas also by moving better, by breathing better. So this is a completely different way to see health. And this is a different consciousness level when it comes to understanding health. And the current medical system, and the current way that doctors in 2022 narrate health and see health and understand health is from old consciousness. And when you have an old foundation of mental and physical, you're always limited by your foundation. You can only go so far, and then you're limited because you can't see the connection. You have to create a new language. You're limited by your old language. You have to upgrade the language to system language, nervous system language. The nervous system controls all systems, The programming of the nervous system is very important to understand. That comes down to your childhood, the programming of your childhood, what happened to your parents as children. All of this comes into the factor of how your nervous system is functioning, the way that the systems operate, the software. Then to reprogram the software, to go into the traumas, the wounds, to reprogram the limiting beliefs, upgrades your nervous system's functioning, which upgrades your health, which heals these issues you have. And that is a completely different way to see healing and health. And this is the future of health. And this is what I'm here to remind you of. And the method I have, the congruency method, is a method for you to experience the nervous system, to regulate it, and to then learn how to reprogram it, heal it. This is the future of healing. Thank you very much for listening.